So today, basically, every other Saturday, we bring kids here to the airport to just expose them to aviation. So we do a 45-minute ground school where we teach them the principles of aviation, and then we take them out for a flight around the neighborhood in the airplane just to get them acclimated. And this is basically technically a free program just to expose underprivileged youth in the lower socioeconomic class to aviation, because that's the biggest reason why there are not a lot of black and brown people in aviation, is the financial barrier. So our purpose is to remove that financial barrier and then help them gain useful careers in aviation.
The person on the ground, right, is not going to see you as moving at that speed. If I'm moving along this as an airplane and I'm watching April, then it looks like I'm moving a lot faster, right?
So how did you get connected with Jonathan Strickland?
Jonathan Strickland, actually, after I finished flight school, I came to the airport here at Compton Airport and was inquiring about becoming a flight instructor. And when I came to the airport, there's a lot of pictures and things on the wall of kids that have come through the program. And this guy, Jonathan's picture is like everywhere. And I'm like, who is this guy, And lo and behold, he was actually one of the friends of Ronell Norman. And he became one of the owners of the club as well. So I'm very happy that he's joined us. He's a great asset to have here.
So what's happening here?
So every other Saturday, we have a group of kids that we volunteer our time and the airplane to introduce to aviation. So in the hangar, they're doing the ground school portion, and once they're done with that, then we'll go fly them in these airplanes.
And these are the planes that you own right here?
The red one is a lease back. We lease from a guy on the airport. The one in the middle is the airplane we bought. It's 33432. That's ours, we own it. And this blue one was donated to us, and we got it airworthy. So we're up to 3 airplanes, maybe working on some more.
So how does it feel to be back over here at Compton Airport?
It's normal. This is where I started, so it's feeling of being at home.
What inspired you to come back to this airport? You've been here when you first started. What made you decide to come back over here to this airport?
I never really left. I mean, this is where we all started. There was a group of maybe 10 or There's a group of maybe 10 of us who've all started how to fly here and got our ratings and got our professional jobs. And we've noticed there was not a lot of kids around here like it used to be. So we decided to start an aero club just to keep kids interested in aviation, because we noticed the lack of kids around the airport.
So where do you hope your program to be in the next 5 or 10 years?
Hopefully we could get some funding. We just created our nonprofit and create a place where kids can come have an introduction and get their flying ratings. A pipeline for kids, whoever are interested in aviation, to come to us, and we can help them achieve their goals.
Oliver's been building planes since a kid and studying, and he just has a real passion for it. And we found you guys, and we just came here a couple days ago to check the museum and the program, and
We
the
got in
staff.
a helicopter.
We were invited, and the staff is just amazing here, and it's just a really incredible program. And they're very. They invited him to come join today and get on the plane, and
Fly.
so he just has a real passion for it. Tell him your passions.
My passions are just a lot of jets and stuff, especially the F-14 and the F-22. And it's just really cool to finally be in a trainer. And my dream is actually to become a pilot.
What type of plane do you want to fly, and who do you want to fly for?
F-22 and fly for the United States Air Force.
Okay, so what made you want to get into aviation, Oliver?
Just loving planes and stuff, building a lot of things.
And how long have you been interested in aviation? You're already young. So what age did you really get involved? Wanted to get involved with
Like
aviation?
3 or 2 years ago, I think, or like a year. No?
He's around 6'5".
6.
He's always had it as a kid, always playing with planes and stuff, and I'd read him books and show him things, but he just really took off with it. And he plays Roblox, like video game, and so he builds jets, and he's been training himself, and he does simulations, and so I just had to, help him with his passion, and brought him here, and we just love this place here. It's so great.
Especially the trainer airport that we get to look at.
He's still shaking. He's so excited.
Hey, Alfred, tell me, is this going to be your first time going up in the trainer today?
Yes, and when I land, don't you guys feel like you want to go again after you land? Because it feels so cool and like quiet when you're in the air. All you hear is the motor.
See those guys? You're yours?
I am scared to.
Thank you. As well.
I'm sure you're a good pilot, aren't you?
I will tell.
I'm scared.
You scared? What you scared of?
Of how high we're gonna go today?
He's one of our best pilots. He's not the best, but he's one of.
UPS.
Sure.
There you go. Yours go go.
How high are we gonna go today?
Maybe 1,000 feet.
Hi, Father.
See you.
Let's split up between the other people.
Just like before, I think.
So awesome. I think we're gonna do it again next month.
Is this what you have all dreamed of?
Ah, yeah. It's giving back to the community is what it's all about.
I started a program here 20 years ago, 21 years ago. And actually that guy right there, I'll bring it over here. That guy was my first student when I started this thing 20 years ago, Ronell Norman. And the idea was to get kids into a place where they could be inspired and have the means to actually achieve and follow their dreams. And that's what we did. And it was in the name of the Tuskegee Airmen to honor them and make a sustainable program while they're here to still see it. And right now, in our evolution, the kids, Ronell and Michael Sherrill and a bunch of the other kids, formed their own nonprofit to do what I've done for them, for others. And so now I don't run my youth program anymore, they run it. And it's sustainable. They're all airline captains, mechanics, engineers. On their days off, they come in to give youth a way to become them. And as far as being trained by people, these guys have been flying for the last 20 years. Long before they joined the airline. They're not using flight training as a means to get to the airlines. They're already there. They don't need to be doing this. But it's important for them to come back and show kids, proof positive, I was you 10, 5, 15 years ago, and there's no excuse. You can be me. There's nothing blocking your success other than you, because here it is, right here in front of you. And if you don't believe me, look what I do. 27, 26 years old, captain making $200,000 a year. What's your excuse? So that's kind of how this place is evolving, and it's incredible to be in a place where Tuskegee Airmen still come down here and they see not me teaching young kids to grow up to be them or even greater than them. They see the results of my teaching, now teaching the young kids to be even greater than any of us did. So there's no place like this on the planet, and there's nothing like this in the world. So whatever you do, find organizations like this, support. If you're not in this community, doesn't matter. Find a kid, inspire, assist them however you can, because just a couple words can change somebody's life.